intros.
Yeah, sure.
Who am I?
Let's do that. And go.
So I'm Olly. I'm the founder, managing director of PWD or PWD Digital Agency, which I started in 2017.
I am Chris Messina. I am the creative director here at PWD. Been here about 5 years.
It's been longer than that, hasn't it?
Been here for about 6 years.
Where did you come from? Where were you working before?
I worked at a company called Perth Web. I was there for about 13 years.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where needed to make a change. And luckily this opportunity was there. Yeah, I'm really happy that I took that.
Made the change.
Oh, huge. Yeah,
Cool.
huge.
All
right.
Yeah.
First question.
Sure.
Why do we call the company PWD?
PWD emanated from Perth Web Design.
Yep.
That was my original brand.
Yeah.
Originally, when I registered it, I was working out of my good mate's bedroom, pretty much, in North Beach. And the original registration, when I put it in with ASIC, they sent it back as Perth Wed Design. I think that was just due to my poor handwriting. So it then came back and I corrected them and they updated it and it was Perth Web Design.
Yeah.
And to me, that just seemed logical at the time because, of course, did what it said on the tin.
Yeah.
Obviously, SEO back then was very much keyword based. And, by having a domain name that was included what you did, your service or your offering of the product really gave you a huge advantage.
Well, yeah, for SEO, it was perfect.
For SEO, it killed it.
It was perfect.
Yeah. So I then sort of set about, I guess, trying to acquire all those domain names that were to do with Perth Web Design and became somewhat obsessive over it.
Yeah.
But then I was trying to make the domain shorter and easier to type in. And, I sort of started buying pwd.net.au. And I happened to have a call from a guy called Peter Wood Design.
Right.
And
okay.
He owned, he was rebranding and he said, look, this 3-letter domain name I've got, I'm probably going to put it on the market and sell. What do you think it's worth? And he wanted a web page. I said, well, look, I'll swap it for the website if you give me the domain name. Yeah. So he paid no money. Yeah. I got the domain. 3-letter domain, in my view, was worth more than the web page. So everybody won.
Yeah.
And that's how I guess sort of PWD came about. And then when we were moving out of East Victoria Park and we were moving here, I had managed to get signage rights for the building. Became pretty apparent that we weren't going to fit Perth Web Design on the side of the building. You could get it on, but it wouldn't be visible. So it therefore became a bit of a moot point. So, decided to run with PWD. And I guess we also wanted to summarize that we were more than web.
Right. That's the conversation we had, because I remember when we were deciding kind of on the rebrand a little bit, we had there was an initial idea to maybe be Perth Web Design and digital. Yeah. So it was going to add that digital line into it and give us that opportunity. And I think we had a real good conversation. And we said, why don't we just go back, call ourselves PWD, because from an agency point of view, it allows you that ability to kind of, scale out. If we decided to add digital marketing, video production, at least it kind of gives us that agency feel as well. So it was a good move, I think. And now people know us as PWD. And it does have that more of that agency kind of.
I mean, we still get confused with a few things that we perhaps don't want to get confused with. One of them being the Public Works Department, the second being people with disabilities. And every now and again, we do get an email or a call or an invoice for those departments, but is what it is.
We're here.
PWD obviously is, it was trying to summarize the fact that we were much more than web and we were offering a whole suite of full service marketing. So that's really how that came about.
So then the trick came into, what does that PWD stand for? And so if we kept going with that Perth Web Design, we kept coming up with different options. I think when we did the new website, we had kind of powered with digital. That was what we played with. And then at the bottom of the website, it had that little
To
type out Power Design and Desire and Dark Chocolate and Dash Hounds, and Destiny and
Dolphins.
Dolphins. So it was kind of nice to show that, that ability for us to adapt as a company instead of us kind of locked into, what does it stand for? It's just basically and that's why when we did the reel, we have this kind of like all these vignettes of that PWD constantly changing in different environments. And that's really us being able to change and adapt. And we're almost kind of like a chameleon brand that way.
100% adaptable. Yeah. And you have to be, because at the end of the day, we're here to solve problems for clients. And, that requires coming up with unique solutions to their issues. And, that it could be anything. So
got to be a chameleon in this industry.
You do.